I thought I'd like to talk about Sodom and Gomorrah today. And because, as you know, those of you that have read the Bible, you'll know that the story of Sodom and Gomorrah begins with God trying to complete a Rubik's Cube. And he can't do it. I mean, he's been trying for bloody hours. Christ, he need a bloody miracle to do this thing. And so, in a bit of a temper, he throws it at Abraham and says, "Look, you have a go at this. I'm off. I'm going down to Sodom and Gomorrah, and I'm going to destroy those places off the face of the earth, and everybody in the towns with them." And Abraham says, "Oh, fair enough. I'll just stay here and carry on doing this." And God's just about to leave, and Abraham has a thought. He says, "Hang on a minute." He said, "Just had a thought. What if you get down there, and suddenly when you get there, you find that there's 50 good people, 50 righteous people? I mean, what are you going to do? Are you still going to destroy the whole places? I mean, they're going to have nowhere to live." And God says, "Good thinking, Abraham. I hadn't thought about that." Yeah, I mean, we're halfway through Genesis, and one of the lead characters is giving God a guilt trip, and it works, because God says, "All right, okay, maybe I'll leave them alone. I probably won't bother doing anything if there are 50 righteous men there." And so he's just about to go, and Abraham says, "Oh, hang on a minute." He said, "Just for argument's sake, hypothetical question, but what if you get there and there's, say, only 45 righteous men?" And God says, "What, you're changing the numbers on me now?" And Abraham says, "No," he said, I picked the number out of the air to start with. I'm just saying, what if it's 45? What would you do?" He says, "Well, I think it's not many different. I'd probably leave them alone." Abraham says, "What about 40? And God says, "Look, if you're just going to keep coming down in increments of 5, this is going to make for one hell of a long book when Moses comes to write this lot out. It's going to be long enough and boring enough with all this kind of so-and-so begat so-and-so begat so-and-so begat so-and-so without you playing this silly flipping numbers game." So Abraham says, "All right, okay, so I'll bring it down." You can read this. This is what it says in the Bible, more or less. He says, "What about 30? 30 righteous men? Are you still going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah?" And God says, "Oh, look, all right, okay, no, I won't." He says, "Not even if it's 20, okay, so don't even ask me about 20. And Abraham says, 10? 10? What if there's 10 righteous men there? Are you still going to do it?" He says, it's still 10 people who are worshipping you." And God says, "Oh, you're pushing your luck now, Abraham." He says, "But okay, if I get down there and there do happen to be 10 righteous people, I will leave them alone. I won't destroy anything. I won't smartify anything at all. They will remain intact." And obviously that was the cut-off point. Abraham didn't dare come any lower. He could see that he was starting to agitate God now. So he leaves it at that. Which makes me wonder, what if God had gone down there and there'd have been like 9, He'd have gone, "Oh, well, shit, 9. I mean, that's not even double figures, kabang, kaboom, and you're all dead." But as it turns out, there was 1. And God noticed that in the hand of this one righteous man was a Rubik's Cube. A completed Rubik's Cube. And God says, "Tell me, and be honest, remember I'm God. Did you personally complete that Rubik's Cube?" And the man said, "Honestly, Lord, no, this is a new one, and I haven't mixed it up yet." And God went, "Oh shit, kabang, kaboom," and they were all dead.